Careless driving can lead to deadly collisions.
That is definitely a problem out on Austin's roads, especially on Interstate 35, where there have been 4 deadly accidents this year alone. This week, extra officers are patrolling the interstate. It's part of a campaign to cut the number of deadly accidents. There are now 36 traffic officers keeping their eyes on the interstate, and so far they are each making about 20 more traffic stops per day. KXAN's Omar Lewis joining us live from Central Austin to tell us how police plan to put the brakes on these aggressive drivers.
Good evening, Robert and Leslie. Basically, with this new initiative, anything that can cause a crash can also get you a ticket. APD wants to make the roads safer, and they say that starts by targeting bad drivers, some drivers that have bad habits. As cars fly by in a rush to their destination, the dangers on I-35 are just as obvious.
A lot of people don't know how to drive too also, they're in a rush.
Leading to major accidents that usually put a stop to the flow of traffic every day around 5 o'clock. Caused by careless split-second decisions most drivers are all too used to.
It's packed all the time. I drive it every day. Overall, you have to be on guard the entire time.
And it's no secret for APD officers who've seen it all. From tailgating to speeding, from swerving to failing to signal. It's those behaviors officers are now going after.
It's sad to say that, people are only going to behave when people are watching.
Thanks to a new federal grant, APD has more eyes on violators. They're able to put over 30 officers on I-35 alone. The goal, stop aggressive drivers in hopes of cutting down the number of deadly accidents.
The number of fatalities and serious injury collisions we've had here just so far this year, the majority of them are preventable. And a majority of that is based upon people's behaviors and people's driving practices.
Behaviors that officers say will take time to change, but an initiative that most drivers say they appreciate.
I think just having the police presence on 35 makes a big difference. People see the cops, they slow down, they pay more attention.
And this initiative is taking place all week through Sunday, with police departments from San Antonio to Fort Worth participating, so you can expect officers along the I-35 corridor at just about any given time. Tonight, we're live from Central Austin. Omar Lewis, KXAN News.
Looking in depth, last year in Austin, 40% of all major accidents happened on either MOPAC or Interstate 35. Emergency crews say programs like the APD aggressive driving crackdown have helped drop the major accidents by 1/3 from last year.